it is possible to attain a healthy stature of our body and our being until death. Our Bible lesson for today is how to be healthy and about eating the right food and staying healthy. The Bible is a book of wisdom, and no wonder that being healthy is a part of wisdom. Let us read in the book of 3 John, chapter 1, verse 2. Let us read.
Beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prospereth.
This is the pronouncement of one of the disciples of the Lord Jesus Christ in the first century Christian church. You will notice that as far back as 2,000 years ago, ministers of Christ like John are concerned about the health of the people they are shepherding. He said, Beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health. It is above all things, above wealth, above prestige, above all things, that the servants of the Lord Jesus Christ, they pray to be in health, even as thy soul prospereth. Meaning, above all, the prosperity of the soul. Secondly, the prosperity of the being. To be in health and it may prosper. Although it is a common knowledge among people, even among scientists, that as we grow old, our health deteriorates, this verse tells us something very different. There must be prosperity in health, even as the soul of Christians prosper because of the teachings of the Lord Jesus Christ. So, the common knowledge of people that health will deteriorate is not the truth. The health of a person can prosper, even as the souls of Christians do prosper by hearing the admonitions and the teachings of God. How can that be? Is it possible that your health may prosper? Of course, if you are not a Christian, you may be a victim of addiction in alcohol, in tobacco, and other vices that cause the deterioration of health. But accepting the teachings of the Lord Jesus Christ will stop totally all those vices that affect the health. And then on, you may prosper in health. Now, is it possible to stay healthy until death? Let us read in the book of Deuteronomy on chapter 34. It reads,
And Moses was 120 years old when he died. His eye was not dim, nor his natural force abated.
If you are going to consider this verse, Moses died of an old age. Most of us will not reach that age now in this generation. But it was very much possible in the generations of Moses. He reached 120 years old before he died. And until his death, his eye was not dim. So his eye was so healthy that it was not affected by cataract or other eye diseases, nor his natural force abated, meaning he was healthy until death. In fact, Moses did not die a natural death. Many of you may not know that Moses did not die a natural death, but he died because the Lord commanded him to die. Let us read. In the book of Deuteronomy again, it says,
Get thee up into this mountain Abarim, unto Mount Nebo, which is in the land of Moab, that is over against Jericho. And behold the land of Canaan, which I give unto the children of Israel for a possession. and die in the mount whither thou goest up, and be gathered unto thy people, as Aaron thy brother died in Mount Hor, and was gathered unto his people.
If you notice the verse, the Lord said, go up into the mountain. That is in verse 49. And on verse 50, and die in the mount whither thou goest up. You see? Moses is dying by the commandments of God. He is not dying a natural death. He did not die because of sicknesses and diseases, because he is healthy. So it is possible to attain a healthy stature of our body and our being until death. Until death. And we can die by the commandments of the Lord. Imagine, die in the mount whither thou goest up. That is the pronouncement of the Lord to Moses. I'm just proving to you by these verses that a servant of God may prosper, not only in the soul, but in health. That is the wish of faithful minister of the Lord Jesus Christ regarding the servants of the Lord. But how can we maintain? You see, for me, when I have learned all these things, it is a little bit late, because I was old when I have realized these things in the Bible. But I have no regrets, because I can teach other people what I have known in the Bible. And what I have known is a very important thing for us to consider. That the Bible teaches us to be prosperous and healthy in soul and in the body. What are the ways of the Bible? Let us not forget that it is God that teaches us the way to live. And the way that we should live is the healthy way, because it is God's way.